The opposition stated that felons will not properly utilize their right to vote, but according to Democracy's Ghost, they're a film that documents the lives of Americans who are unable to vote. They state, there are those who argue that people with felony convictions shouldn't be allowed to vote because they are untrustworthy in character, raising concern about how these people would vote. But in that case, would we exclude admitted racists, or taking that argument even further, perhaps people who don't know enough about politics? Felons aren't the only people who don't know enough about politics, but we still allow everyone the right to vote. And so just because felons have committed a crime doesn't mean that they should have their right taken away. And according to Democracy Gross again, others argue that ex-felons would somehow vote for a pro-crime agenda. It's difficult to imagine how this would happen, and in fact, it hasn't happened in states or even countries where felons can vote. In fact, disenfranchisement policies are in sharp conflict with the goal of promoting public safety. They also brought up the thought that felons have been untrustworthy in the past, but everyone makes mistakes. Ex-felons can be reformed and make good decisions for the rest of their lives, and they should not continue to be judged by their past. According to Steve Chapman from the Chicago Tribune, he stated, "We let ex-convicts marry, reproduce, buy beer, own property, and drive. They don't lose their freedom of religion, their right against self-incrimination, but in many places the assumption is that they can't be trusted to help choose our leaders. If we thought criminals could never be reformed, we wouldn't let them out of prison in the first place." So the punishment should not continue forever after they have paid their debt to society. And to refute the idea that felons would vote for a pro-crime agenda again, felons can learn more about the law and how it is beneficial to follow it instead of not. Jerry Shaw of Newsmax quotes, "Allowing felons to vote would help in their reintroduction to society. They learn the value of the law to strengthen their participation in common practices. Even prisoners would learn to respect the law and contribute to the common good with voting rights." According to sociologists Jeff Manza of Northwestern University and Christopher Ugan of the University of Minnesota. So just because they committed a crime in the past doesn't mean that they will vote for a pro-crime agenda. They can learn from their mistakes and attempt to make the world a better place through their voting. Everyone makes mistakes. Yes, these are slightly worse mistakes, and but they've served their time. They've learned what they did wrong, and they've been rehabilitated. Otherwise, they wouldn't be released from prison.